And okay, so now can you see all these slides? I think yes. Okay, so myself Kavita Lalwani from Faculty Department of Physics. Today I am going to give you a hands-on tutorial on the root. And before going to give you the hands-on tutorial and introduce you about the root, I'll give you important points and hints why there are two types of installation I sent it to you for different operating system. So here in this slides, you can see that the installation steps for root is given for the virtual Ubuntu in Windows or direct Ubuntu if you have. So for the virtual Ubuntu, you have to go through this YouTube video. You can install this virtual Ubuntu or on Windows 7 or 10 or 8, whatever you have, okay? And then use that virtual environment to install the root. So on page number 2, you can see the installation. So what is virtual Ubuntu? Virtual Ubuntu will give you the environment of the Linux where you can utilize all the libraries, all the platform of the Linux, and you will be very friendly with the Ubuntu platform because Ubuntu has a user-friendly environment. So I would suggest you can also use Mac. Okay. Some student is requesting. Okay. So then we have started with the Ubuntu, the root installation on the Ubuntu because the Ubuntu is very friendly. I can also explain you Mac. For that, maybe if you have a Mac, you can directly go to the root website, which we have mentioned in this slides here on the page number, I think here, right here. There are installation of the root instruction for the installation of the root available for different OS. You have given two instructions: the installation of the root on virtual Ubuntu and the installation of the root on Windows. So this I am going to give you a brief discussion. All these steps are already well explained, step by step mentioned here, but still you may fail when you are going to install if you are a very beginner. So let's see. This is the essential libraries. Okay, this is the essential libraries which you have to go to this website. Use this libraries to install for which is required, essential and or optional libraries required for the root. So you can use, you open just a terminal. I'll show you how to open the terminal during my sessions, the tutorial sessions. So you just use sudo apt-get install, and these are the different files. So let's say CMake is the compiler for the root C++ based environment. GCC, G++, libx11, right? So these are the different libraries. This is not a one command you have to type. If you have failed in this command, you can just use this much. You can use sudo apt-get install is one command, okay? And then just type dpkg-dev, cmac, gcc, and then you will be succeed if you fail here. Because sometimes most of the student fails here because it is ending and taking the new line. So you can use separately sudo apt-get install, git, sudo apt-get install, gcc, sudo apt-get install, libxm, xpm, like that. There are optional libraries which is okay. If you want, you can install. Otherwise, bypass this and see if you face the problem at the time of CMake. Okay, now I am going to the page number 3. How we will install the root. So you have to get this. What this is? This is a zip file. In terms of .gz, you have to unzip it. So you have to go to this release link and download this, keep it in a folder, and Then tar it. What is tar command means? You are uh, archiving it. You are just unzipping this root in your folder. Then we have made some folder root for you where you want to install the root. And you can see when you, what is ls? Ls is the listing your item in the folder. So you can see this is untarred file and unzipped file, and this is zip file which we downloaded from the website. And then you just going into that cd root, right? You are going inside that cd root. Cd means you are going in that folder, and then you are using this command. The cmake is the compiler of C++ based all application which you want. So you are keeping it as a on for this root version installation. And now I'm on the slide number 4. You will see these screens. These are the output of the installation which we did, and we kept for you to understand what will be the next. Oh, if you see this screen, you should be happy. Okay, that, oh, I am also seeing the same thing where ma'am has sent us an instruction. So you see mainly this configuration done, generating done, building files can be seen inside this. So here home Chanchal meaning home is your home directory, Chanchal meaning user. She has kept, I think, just for document. I would advise don't keep it as a document. Chanchal is my student. She has just follow those instructions which I have given. So keep it as a home directory. Okay, document can be saved in the document. I'm on the slide number 5 now. So you last command is compiled all the root version for you in your system. This build command will build all those libraries, and it will take some time. You should wait or take a cup of tea in between. Okay, and let it be complete till 100%. Okay, and then you have to, in this is the instruction I'm giving for the Ubuntu. I am on now slide number 4, right? You have to set this environment variable. What is this .bashrc file? This .bashrc file is the environmental file which you have to set. Whatever the software you are installing, your system should know, and you should be able to compile it at anywhere, at any folder. Okay, at anywhere meaning in any folder. Okay, so you just open this. This is the editor file. You can open bashrc using gedit in the Ubuntu, and or Emacs, whatever editor, meaning the file where you can set this environment. So what this says? This says the root system is installed here. The path of the libraries are set like that, and then save it, keep it, source it, and then for check the root, you have to just use either go to the start prompt of your Ubuntu install, search root. It will give you some black color type of screen or gray type of screen which you have set it color for your environment, and then you will see this output. Okay, but for that you have to do everything. These previous commands are done on the terminal. Please make sure terminal can be opened through this shortcut Ctrl+Alt+T, or you can search like that. Can you see my screen? Terminal. Can you see this? This is the terminal which Mihir was asking me. Okay, so this is the terminal, and here I am just typing the root. So you can see. Oh, sorry, this is the old root because I am using today for the video recording this laptop. So don't bother. We are working on the updated root. So these are the instructions. So are you clear? What is the virtual Ubuntu is doing for you? Virtual Ubuntu is only giving you the platform of Linux in your Windows. So it will not eat it up for all your space. You can give up to in this video which is given on the page number this, you can give it, at least you just keep it 2 to 3 GB of the ISO file. Otherwise the virtual Ubuntu will not eat your space. Please make sure because most of the students are having a fear. Oh, in this video that 7 TB or 100 TB is taking for the virtual environment. Please, only ISO will eat up your space. After installing, you can remove the ISO from your space and just enjoy the virtual Ubuntu environment. Okay, you will learn more and more. Now I am coming back to the installation of Windows. Okay, so why I am explaining this, because I felt the students are asking me very basic questions. I would highlight the importance of these platforms, so that the student, when after this course, when they do their own course on any programming language, Java, C++, Fortran, they should know what I have to use, what I can use without wasting or without putting some efforts. We already have this. So this is the root. This is another file I have sent it to you. These instructions are download or install and install of the root in Windows. So you can see this is the link of the Visual Studio 2019. What the Visual Studio is, why we are using that, why not directly root, why, right? So if you don't want to install virtual Ubuntu because you don't like Ubuntu name, what you will do, you will install Visual Studio, because the root is a uses programming language which is in C++, right? And C++ uses some compiler, and we have to give that compiler, otherwise it will never work. So the Visual Studio Code is giving you that platform of C Mac or C++ libraries which root need. Okay, if now I am giving you the importance of the Visual Studio Code, if you as a student in your master project or in your UG project want to do some programming based on the Java, based on the Fortran, based on the C++, or based on any language like a Python also or Jupyter also, you have to first use Visual Studio Code. In the Windows, there is no option or the easiest option to build all the libraries which is required for the programming. Okay, so this is required. So please don't ask me now, if ma'am I have installed the root using Ubuntu, should I install the Visual Studio? Right? Please don't ask me why I kept these two files separate. I could send you in one combined, then you will again confuse. So what I have kept these two files separately, so that when student open that file, he or she should know that this is the file meant for the users who is using Windows only, want to do work with the root. Okay, what is Visual Studio? I already explained to you. Now I think it is clear to you. This is the part of our usual work. Okay, if you are a student or a faculty, you should use Visual Studio only for just taking or building the libraries which you can be used by any programming language. Okay. Now, but the editor of this will also give you editor. What editor is? It is, you have to type some commands and compile it in the framework of root. But the editor of the Visual Studio is not very good. So we, for the users of the Windows, I'll recommend only Notepad. Please write few notes when I'm speaking. Okay. The editor for the Windows I am recommending to you is only Notepad. It is the easiest editor for you. If you are already very good to find the editor, please go with any editor. But for those who are very new and stucking and taking tensions when installing and coming up with the n number of errors, keep it as a simple. When you will grow and learn, you can use any editor. Okay, is that clear? So this is the installer. What you will do, you will follow this YouTube video. It's a very simple. I also yesterday tried, because I'm not friendly with the Windows, but because for you people we have to give you assistance. So I have tried. This is very simple. Okay, and then this will take a 2 GB space. And then here, please don't you will see this screen. Don't forget to click this desktop development with C++. All other options should be unclicked. Only this option should be clicked. If you click all the option, it will show you here how much space it will eat up. Okay, please be remember, it will eat up so many space from your windows. So we have unclicked other options, click this option, and here also you can see this minimum option, 6 options. This will give you basically the CMake environment, C++ environment for the root. Okay. Now this is we have for the window user, we have very simple commands. If we are done with this, then there is no problem. Now what is the root? How we will install the root? Directly click this. Don't go in the release. Directly click this. It will give you the exe file, or if you going to the release on the root website, you have to select this exe by clicking double click, and there is an option for you. This screen will come after double clicking. Add add the root to the system path for all user. You can keep it as a for current user, but because you are a beginner, if your system having the 2 or 3 user, I should say that okay, root should be available to the other user also. Let's say one system is used by, if now we are connected individually from our home, but if you are if you are installing this in the institution laptop or institution desktop, you should use this, so that no every time every user should not use again and again. It should be installed as an administrator and available for the all users. This is what I mean is okay. And then agree on the things that they have made. Okay, click on the for all user, click on the next, and then you will be done. You just now some student, before joining this session, before we start the session, some student says that, madam, why, how I will find the root is installed? Just if you don't know the installation is completed or not, just go search and the start button, search typing the root, you will find the root app and you will find this screen. If you find this screen, you are done. Okay, if you see that, so what this says, welcome to the root 6.22. This is the latest version we have installed. So what it says, can we read? It says that August 17 ko hua hai ye install. It says that this is the part of CERN collaboration open, and these are the names of the team. They have given us this platform. We are thankful to them, and some command prompt the root. If you are done with that, if that means you have a success. Okay, now what I will do, let me stop the now installation part. Okay, and ask few questions.